Hello again, everyone. We are back again. Yeah, lots of internet issues for some reason tonight. There are a lot of thunderstorms in my area today, and I think that might be the cause, but it's getting pretty obnoxious. Hopefully this works out. I just want to get through this game, and then the internet can go away. I'll just go read a book or something. That's fine. Just let me get through this game. All right, so let's get to it. Go and pick up right where I left off, at least when I noticed that everything disappeared. That's where we will be. So search the depths, look at the bottom card of your deck. You may put on the bottom of your deck or discard it. Sorry, put on top of your deck or discard it. We'll leave it, I guess we'll put it on top of our deck in the hope that we get some kind of VP between now and then. We have 2 already. That is 3 power, 4 power, 5, 6. I can't destroy a 0-cost card because there's none there. So we just get the 6 power. We'll definitely get Sniper Rifle. I believe that's only when you buy a villain with an attack. When you buy or gain a villain with an attack, you may immediately contribute to this crisis. So you can't do that. So we get Sniper Rifle, and then we have to cycle it through. Alright, new card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already know we got, there's a few options here. First off, Tomb of Hath set. You can discard your hand and draw 4 cards at the beginning of your turn. That's nice. That's 2 power whenever you control 2 or more heroes, so that's even better. Frankenstein, 4 power. Spend VP to get something from the destroyed pile. I mean, the obvious answer here is to spend both VP on Copperhead, because that is gaining a villain with an attack, so we can immediately give it to the hunting down the crime syndicate. You know what? I think I forgot to put a card out. So there's that. So that's 4 power. We'll spend 3 of that power on Baby Darkseid to give it directly over. So that is 1, 2, 3 power. Put a hero into my hand right here. 4, 5, destroy a 0-cost card. This vulnerability gets us 2 victory points. 6, 7, and since we played another metal card, we can destroy a card. We'll destroy a punch. So 7 power. We'll get Speed Force and Plastic Man for that. Hopefully that works out for us. So that was a lot going on there, but basically we got the cards we need. Just need to get some more attack cards moving through our deck. I think we bought one earlier. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. Doesn't matter. Court of Owls shows up. That will be one for there. You know what? We're supposed to be getting victory points whenever we beat a villain. That's 1, 2, 3. We beat both of those. So that's 5 VP right there alone. So I'll get a 5 for that. Completely forgot about that aspect. Can't draw a card of this, so that's kind of useless. Oh, wait. Tomb of Hath set. I'll have to draw cards for that, too. So we get 2 power here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That 7 is enough to buy this. Give it here. Destroy those to end Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. So that went by pretty quickly. We get a VP for buying that villain. Still can't draw cards, because Johnny Quick is still in play. Yeah, welcome back indeed. I'm doing my best. I don't know what's going on. This internet issue is really beating me up tonight, though. Alright, so gotta get Johnny Quick out of here. Still can't draw cards. If you have 1 or fewer characters, blah, blah, blah. If you don't rescue a character this way, plus 3 power. So that is 3, 4, 5. We didn't put a card out yet. 6, 7, look at the bottom card of our deck. We'll put that on top. 8, 9 power is not, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power is 1 shy of Johnny Quick, but it's enough to get Nth Metal Mace, so it's not a total loss. There's another Ankh Portal. I guess I didn't realize that there were 2 copies of that card. I don't know why it never occurred to me. Let's try and do this. So you have 2 power from Forge of Worlds. 5. Play the top card of the main deck. Ooh, 9 power. 10, 11. That's enough to say goodbye to Johnny Quick. Getting a VP. 2 of these. And we can rescue a character. We're going to have to replace Zatanna with Batman. Sorry, replace Batman with Zatanna. So we have one power left over. Two, 3. That is 2 superpowers. So that's Wonder Woman's ability to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. 4, 5. Look at this card. We're going to leave it there. I should have done that. I should have not done that. I should have just went with Zatanna's ability like I was thinking. But we'll take Ankh Portal with our 5 power. We still have Forge Worlds, Tomb of Hathset, and Oblivion Bar, which can really help us. Tomb of Hathset is great for avoiding all those extra weaknesses. Basically allows you to say, I'm going to discard my hand before playing 2, and then not have to deal with the consequences. Play something like Nightmare Nurse to destroy him on top of that. Alright. We've got a lot of cards. I have really no need to buy cards. We should start destroying more, is what we really need to do. Don't have a ton of destruction yet, though. So our new crisis is Murder Machine. Put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 2 cards, 1 for the crisis, 1 for the turn. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player destroys the top card of their deck. Contribute 4 equipment. That's okay, we got some here. Then we've got Deathstorm, which is perfect for where we are right now, honestly. At the start, so the first appearance tag is each player discards all cards of the lowest cost in hand. We're going to defend by using Oblivion Bar and discarding Mecha Construct. Then hit stack ongoing abilities. At the start of your turn, destroy the lowest cost card in your hand. It is not a choice, so we have to destroy Detective Chimp, unfortunately. We're going to give Multiverse Map and Tarot cards over to Murder Machine. Then reveal the top 2 cards of the main deck, plus power equal to their combined VP, and return those cards in any order. That's 2 VP then. 2 power, I mean. Can't buy anything of 2 power. Oh, 4 power because of Forge of Worlds. I don't want what's out there for 4 power. I guess I'll buy 1 breakthrough. But that's it. Alright, new card comes out. We have to destroy the lowest cost card in our hand, so we will destroy this punch, which is welcome. If you can't rescue a character, draw 3 cards. Yes, please. We're going to draw 3 cards. Hopefully, not weaknesses in those. Maybe, hopefully, 1 weakness. I'd like 1 weakness so I can use Breakthrough on it, but I don't want more than that. But we're drawing 3 cards. Alright. 2 power, look at the bottom card. We will discard that. We're actually at 4 power, though, because of the Forge of Worlds. Now, once during each of your turns, you may put a card with cost 1 or greater from your hand on the bottom of your deck. If you do, draw a card. Alright, so we did that. So we're at 4 power. We're going to give Sniper Rifle up. We're not going to give up Element X. 9 power, get rid of Joker's Daughter. So we have 2 power now. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 8, 9. We'll get Hyper Time, and that'll be that. We have 3 of the 4 equipment we need in there, which is the good news. New card comes out. So destroy this lowest cost card in our hand. That's another punch destroyed. We'll start our turn with Nightmare Nurse, looking at the 0 cost cards over here. Just a punch destroyed. Just love watching those things just fall off the map. So that's 2, 4 power. We're going to reveal these 2 cards. We'll switch their order real quick. Oh, I didn't even look at their power. So 2, 4, 5 power total. 6 power, and I can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We're going to discard 1, 2. And I can put a hero into my hand. A hero, a metal. We're going to put Wonder Woman into my hand and draw 3 cards. So again, that is still 2, 3, 4, 5. Haven't done this yet. 9. Play the top card of our deck here. 10, 11, I can destroy a card. We'll destroy a weakness here. And then we're going to use Zatanna's ability to put this at the bottom and draw a card. 12, 13, 14. That's a lot of power. We'll get rid of Deathstorm, bringing us down to 10. And we'll get Iced Over, bringing us down to 4. But that is 2 superpowers played, or bought. So, I mean, sorry, 2 cards bought. So that triggers Mecha Construct to draw 2 cards. Ooh, we have to play this weakness. We get 5 power total. We'll use that. Do I want another breakthrough? I think we have enough breakthroughs floating around. Enough destruction floating around. I think we're good without it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I have to destroy the lowest cost card in our hand. That's this vulnerability. Add a card to the lineup. It is an equipment, so we have to destroy the top card of our deck. That's the Flash destroyed. We're going to give Porthole to Nowhere to Murder Machine to end the Murder Machine crisis. So that is over. Another crisis down. All right. I get 3 power from Ankh Portal. 4, 5 with Forge of Worlds. 6, 7, I can destroy a card because I already played a superpower. And now, 11 power, and I can get cards from the destroyed pile. We're going to spend our 11 power getting rid of Deathstorm, get 2 weaknesses for that, and rescue a character. We're going to rescue Black Manta, or I'm sorry, Batman, because we have a lot of destruction we need to do. So there's that. We have 1 power left over, and we can still get something from the destroyed power pile by spending VP. Maybe tarot cards would be nice. Joker's Daughter, even better, though. I'm really leaning Joker's Daughter right now. Orchid. Ooh, Mr. Terrific and his destruction ability might be invaluable. Alright, yeah, 2 VP to get Mr. Terrific. Alright, we moved through that pretty quickly. We're going to set that all up. We've got Oblivion Bar to deal with whatever we have to deal with. We have Tomb of Hath set if we end up with a bunch of weaknesses. We do have to get some destruction going a little faster. Let's see what we got. We destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starters. So that's still 4 starters. And I think there's 4 or 5 weaknesses floating around still also. So we're getting there. So we have 2 defense cards in our hand. We have Speed Force and Black Adam. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put any number of cards of cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. That has its benefits, I suppose, because we have a couple breakthroughs here. So, our new crisis is the Justice League is dead. Put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. It'll be 2 cards as usual. Alright, when a hero enters the lineup, attack. Each player discards a card. We're going to defend with Black Adam. So, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Alright. And then this card here, Nick Necro. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. Lose VP equal to the cost of the card gained this way. Defend with Speed Force, which reads, discard this to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put any number of cards of cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. So all the punches are coming. All the vulnerabilities are coming if possible. One weakness, just one, because that will allow us to use a breakthrough on it. And that's exactly what we want to do. So, start of our turn, we play a weakness, triggers Batman to look at this card. We will destroy that punch. Use breakthrough on that to get to 2 power. 3-4, look at the bottom part of our deck. We will discard that. So we're at 4, 5, 6 with this. 7, 8, look at this card. We'll leave that there. 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to get both of these cards. Well, before we go any further, actually, did we trigger any of these? We triggered Batman and used it. We did not do this, but we will get both of these and move on. Dionysium, because it destroys things, and that's exactly what we need to do. Steel, that's another hero. So now it's another attack. Each player needs to discard a card, but we'll have to get our hand ready first. We might have a defense card again, or we might just want to use Oblivion Bar, which is basically discarding a card anyway, but with a benefit. So, I guess I'll discard Mecha Construct here to use Oblivion Bar and defend ourselves. Or, it's just discard a card, right? Each player discards a card. Okay, we'll discard a vulnerability because we'll start our turn with Nightmare Nurse, destroying this and getting 2 VP. So if anything, the Justice League is Dead just helped us. So that's 2. Draw 3 cards. Three, 4, triggering Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Still have 4 power, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry. 10 and draw a card. 11, 12 will be used to destroy this punch. 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 is used to buy Steel and Boomerang. All right. We have done a lot of destruction lately, so this deck is thinning out, which is the good news. We're going to give 4 heroes up, I guess. So I guess first off, we'll use Search the Depths. Look at the bottom card of our deck. We may put it on top or discard it. We'll put that on top, I guess. Then, no, we'll discard it, actually. Because then we're going to play Electrum and put it right into our hand. Then we'll just Search the Depths again. Look at the bottom card of our deck. We will discard that. So 2, 4, 6, and then draw 2 cards because of Wonder Woman there. And discard 2 cards. That punch is gone. And X-Ray Vision is gone. So 2, 4, 6. Kendra Saunders goes here as well as Mr. Terrific. 10, and we can get a card from the destroyed pile. Thinking Joker's Daughter. Yeah, Joker's Daughter for 2 VP it is. We have 10 power right now. We'll get Nanda Prabhat. And we'll get ready for our next turn, I guess. We have 2 of 4 heroes contributed. New card comes out. I don't want to do this, but I do want this crisis to end, so we're going to contribute these 2 characters that I want both back of, and we will end the Justice League is Dead. We'll get them back hopefully soon with Frankenstein. So that's 3 power, 6 power, 7, 8. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We will discard these 2, play Nth Metal Mace to get the 12 power, Use that to get rid of Nick Necro. Gets us a victory point. And it also gets us 2 weaknesses. How are we doing on those anyway? We have 1. We have a punch, a weakness, so 2. I saw 2 weaknesses and a punch in there. We also have to rescue a new character. No more Batman. So, Crisis Wonder Girl is the new one. You control 2 or more equipment. Choose a player. That player may discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. We're going to go back to Zatanna. That's a really good one for dealing with weaknesses and stuff. Get our new hand ready. Let's see what we got. We have a weakness here, but also a few defenses. It is a permanent eclipse. All of these are going down. All of them cost 5. This crisis ends when we empty this lineup. We'll go ahead and add our next card too. And the villain is Superwoman. Each player discards all villain cards from their hand. If you discard 1 or fewer cards this way, gain 2 weaknesses. We're going to defend with Speed Force. Discard to avoid attack. If you do, put any number of cards of cost 0 from our discard pile into our hand. Don't want any weaknesses. We already have one here. But there's got to be a punch. Yeah, that punch will do. That punch will do. Alright, so we have to play the weakness. And then it's 1, 2, 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll freeze this one, get a victory point. 10, 11. We have 4 card types. That's 12, 13 power. We didn't trigger this. We don't have any cards left for this. So we can just buy 2 cards. We'll get these 2 right here. You know, we'll get this one over here. That's what we'll get. I'll put that at the bottom of our deck. We are back in this. Alright, so Permanent Eclipse adds another card to the lineup. It's going to be a while before we see these cards because we're shuffling up the deck now. This deck's getting a little bit smaller as we give things to crises. Some of them sad losses, some of them necessary. We're doing all right, I'd say. Much better than our first attempt. Much, much better. So, don't have a lot going on in our hand here, though. We'll go 2 power from Forge Worlds. We're actually going to reveal a top card of our deck. This for 1 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. Oh, and this for 13, 14. Just shy, but is enough to buy 2 of them. All right. Just need to keep breaking that 10 barrier. Look at the top. Put these in any order. This order is fine. We get 2 VP from this. Actually, we'll switch it up. 2 VP. 2 power, I mean. 4 power, Forge of Worlds. Draw a card. We'll calculate its power later. 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw a card. That is 2 superpowers, so we draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard Black Adam and Plastic Man. No, and X-Ray Vision. Alright, so we have to play this weakness, but then we'll play Fair Play to draw another card and use Breakthrough on the weakness. So that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We do not have that many card types, so that's okay. But then we get 16 power total. It's enough to buy both of these. Ending Permanent Eclipse. We still have 6 power left over, so I will buy 1 breakthrough back. Make it 2. There's a lot of weaknesses floating around, so we're going to make that 2 breakthroughs. Alright, new card comes out. We can deal with Superwoman now. Directly. Non-Probot hits the board. Look at the bottom card of your deck. You may put it on top of your deck or you discard it. We will put this on top of our deck. And then I can spend a VP. If I do look at the top card of my deck, I may destroy it. Don't like that card at all. So 2, 5, 6, 7, and then draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll go this one and unfortunately this one. 7, draw 2 cards. Play this weakness. Plus 4 is 11. And then I can put a hero into my hand. Or metal. So we'll just make it this one. 11 is 5 is 16. Goodbye to Superwoman. Goodbye to Savagery. Well, gain Savagery, I should say. Hello to Savagery. So that was 16. We can afford 1 breakthrough card then. Because we had 16. That was a 13 cost Superwoman. So we can afford that 1 breakthrough. There we go. Just want to make sure everything's not right on top of each other. Alright. Doing just fine. We've got 4 locations in place, so we're okay if a city destroyed pops up. We have Frankenstein to get some cards from the destroyed pile. We're in a good place. So the new crisis, a city destroyed. Put all locations in the destroyed pile and in the lineup, into the lineup. Have to add a card also to the lineup. When a location enters the lineup from the main deck, destroy the top 5 cards of the main deck. So I need to get these before that happens. And our new villain, Owlman. I have a defense here. Each player destroys the highest cost card in their hand and discard pile. We're going to defend with Speed Force. I can put any number of 0 cost cards from over here into my hand. I don't know that I have any. No, we're good. Not going to happen this turn. Let's get our locations back. Uh-oh. Did everything freeze again? It says it's uploading just fine, but I'll keep an eye on it in case. Just in case. Okay. So, Wonder Woman goes out and we draw 3 cards. Nightmare Nurse to destroy one of these weaknesses. We'll get 2 VP for that. You know what? I was supposed to get a new hero. We don't have Zatanna anymore. Can't have Zatanna. Deathstroke. We'll take Deathstroke, though. That's a great combination there. So when we destroyed that weakness, we can actually draw a card now. Oh, it's a weakness we play. Okay. So look at the bottom card of our deck. You may put it on top of your deck or discard it. We'll put this on top of our deck. And it's happening again, isn't it? We are losing everything. So I've got 2 power here. 3, 4. Just going to keep it going in case this thing picks up, but it might not. So 2, 4. Just going to stop there in case it picks up. Come on. It's just not going to do it tonight, is it? I'll be right back. All right, it looks like everything's up and running again. So we're going to pick up right where I left off, which is 2, 4 power here. 8 power, we can get something from the destroyed pile. So let's see what we got here. Thinking Madame Xanadu, Cyborg 1 million, Mr. Terrific. All great choices. We're going to go Madame Xanadu, I think. No, yes. Well, Cyborg 1 million is pretty much always going to be 4 power, though. So we're going to go Cyborg 1 million for 2 victory points. That's pretty hard to beat. So again, still 2, 4, 8 power, 9 power, and we can draw 2 cards if we buy 2 cards. So I'm going to get Tomb of Hathset and Nanda Prabhat, which we'll draw 2 cards for. That also triggers Wonder Woman because that is 2 superpowers. That's draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard... Oh, we'll discard this Punch and Prometheum. So again, it's 2, 4, plus, 2 plus 4, 2, 4, 8, 9, but we spent that already, so we're at 0. 0, we spend this breakthrough to get to 2, but that also triggers Deathstroke to draw another card. 4, 6, 9, plus 3 is 12, which we can use to buy both of these locations. So we managed to buy all 4 locations. Now, we just got to get them into our hand. That's it. Just get them into our hand. So we're going to keep trying to make that happen. All right. So it's a pretty big deck, but what we're going to do is draw as many cards as we are allowed to each turn in order to get through it. Now, there's a lot of weaknesses in there, too. I tried to buy enough breakthroughs to make it worth it, but there is a lot of weaknesses in there, so we're going to have to figure that out. Lots of destruction, lots of weaknesses. Let's get through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to contribute 3 locations. All right, look at the bottom card of our deck. You may put it on top of your deck or discard it. We will... Oh, can I put that in my hand? No, it's going to be hero, villain, or metal card. So I guess we'll just discard it just to move through the deck quickly instead of putting it on top. So 2, 7, and that triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard Frankenstein here and Prometheum. So 7, use Electrum to get Frankenstein right back into my hand. So 2, 7, 11. We get something from the destroyed pile. Let's get ourselves, I think Mr. Terrific it's time for Mr. Terrific. Yeah, 2 VP for Mr. Terrific. Still have 11 power there. Plus 3 is 14. Freeze that, get a victory point. 15, 16, we buy... Wait, before we buy, get 15, 16, yeah, we'll buy Rabid Robin, which is 1 weakness gained. 16 powers, it's spent. We're going on to the next turn. Come on. Just need some locations here. There's that. The locations have to come out of here, though. They can't come out of my main deck. That's bad. So look at the bottom card of our deck. I may put it on top or discard it. We will discard this because it's not a location. Draw a card. We will calculate the power of this at the end. So that's 2, 6. Draw 2 cards because of Wonder Woman. And I can discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. Give Nanda Prabhat to a city destroyed. So we're at 6 power. Reveal 2 cards here. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we'll put them in this order. We're at 10 power. 11, 12. We did play another metal card, so that's 13, 14. And then this gets 15, 16, 17 power. We just want this. That's it. We're doing fine on power. We're going to get through these villains and stuff. It's really the crises that we're having trouble with. New card coming out. And we know what it is. Ooh, Oblivion Bar. I don't want to give up. How many villains are left? We could lose power. We could have Power Ring pop up, so I don't want to lose Oblivion Bar. So we're not going to give Oblivion Bar to a city destroyed. As crazy as that might sound. All right, so draw 3 cards. We will give Forge Worlds. Two power. 4, and we can destroy a card. I'm going to destroy this punch. So 4 power. We destroyed a card so we can draw a card. Tomb of Hath Set contributed. That is 3 locations. Use our 4 power to buy this. That crisis is over. Over. So we're still now we're at 0 power. You can put Oblivion Bar in play now. 1 allows us to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. Discard these 2. What are we at? So 2, 4 we spent. So that's 1, 4, 5, 6. Obviously not enough for Owlman. I will use that to buy another breakthrough, just the 1. And we'll move on to the next turn. Got to keep Oblivion Bar, so that's pretty useful. That means we won't be losing cards unnecessarily. All right, 2 power, destroy a weakness over here. And get 2 victory points for that. So that is our first 2, and that triggers Deathstroke to draw another card. Three, 4, not yet. So 2, 6, and draw a card. 7, 8, we can destroy another card. What do we want to destroy? Anything? There's got to be more weaknesses floating around. There's really not? Okay, now we're talking. So 8 power, and we can destroy anything. We don't need Prometheum. It's not really adding anything. So 2, 4, 8. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We're going to discard Weakness. And we'll get rid of Multiverse Map. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I could spend victory points to get to 17, but that's not quite enough. We'll just stay there. Get rid of Owlman and go on to the next turn. We've got Oblivion Bar to defend ourselves if need be. Unfortunately, we lose Deathstroke now, which is too bad because he's been a great addition. A great addition to this team. Thinking we go back to Zatanna. Did I forget to add a new one last turn? Got to add Poison Ivy. We're going to get Zatanna back. We're going to switch between Zatanna and Deathstroke, it looks like. Or maybe Batman? Let's make it Batman. For now, we'll make it Batman. Maybe we'll go to Deathstroke next turn. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have here? We have 1 defense card in our hand. The new Crisis. Powerless. All numbers in text boxes lose. All numbers in text boxes become 1. Contribute 4 cards with cost 1 or greater that do not have the word power in their text boxes. That's pretty rare. So we're going to have to deal with that. But we have Joker's Daughter right here, which is a great start. So our new Villain is Ultraman. 1 second. Sorry about that. So the new villain is each player puts 1 card of each type from their hand. We're just going to discard. Doesn't matter. We're going to defend, with Black Adam. Discard to avoid attack. If you do, draw a card and the attacker gains a weakness. We just draw. It's our turn. New card comes out. Play this weakness. You destroy this weakness with Breakthrough, which is only 1 power, unfortunately. Oh, when we play the weakness, though, that does trigger Batman to look at the top card of our deck, and we may destroy it. So 1 power. Look at the top card of our deck, and we may destroy it. It is a weakness. We will definitely destroy that. Good, good, good. Good we went with Batman. We're going to give Joker's Daughter to Powerless. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll use that to get rid of Onomar's Sin. And we'll get ready for our next turn, which hopefully does not have any weaknesses. Well, it doesn't. That's kind of cool, actually. Didn't expect that, actually. So 4, we're going to put Anti-Monitor Antenna down. 4 and draw a card. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards. And then discard 2 cards. We'll discard Multiverse Map. And I'm not really getting anything from Nightmare Nurse this turn, so she can go 2. So that's 4 power. 5, 6, 7. Draw a card. We'll get its power later. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and this gets to destroy a card. Will not destroy... You know what? We will destroy Plastic Man. We aren't using him very much. So 16, and this gets 17, 18 power. I did that all wrong. Because of Powerless, all of this is supposed to do something else. So that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. I think that's it. It's still 8 power, but we'll use that to get Dream because he has no mention of power in him. And we'll move on. Okay, gotta remember Powerless is in play. That's a big one. That is a big one. So we have to play this weakness. We have to give up Wonder Woman, I think. This mentions power, so we can look at these two. That is 2 power. 3 power uses Wonder Woman to look at these two. We will discard this. Oh, we didn't use Batman. We should have. 4 power, and I can destroy a card over here. Don't see anything I want to destroy. So with 4 power, nothing out there doesn't mention power, so I'm just going to move on instead of wasting my time trying to look for more. New card comes out. X-Ray does not mention power, but also neither does Electrum. So that is 3 cards. Is that what it needs? Oh, it needs 4. Okay. 1 power, look at the bottom card of our deck, put it on top or discard it. We will discard this. So that's 1. 2 triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We'll use to get X-ray vision because it doesn't mention power. We'll keep going. Right, everything in my hand mentions power again. So look at the bottom card of our deck. I may put it on top or discard it, which we will. So that's 1 power. 2 power, but that does trigger Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. 1 and a 2. 3, 4, 5 power. We'll use again another anti-monitor antenna and move on to the next turn. Good news is we can shuffle this up, which I think has 2 cards in it that don't mention power. So we're going to try and get a 4th one for powerless. And then use Frankenstein to get some of those back, like Wonder Woman and Joker's Daughter. Those are great cards. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to play this weakness, but we're also going to give X-Ray Vision to powerless, ending that crisis after we get rid of Onimar Sin. So not quite yet. Reveal 1 power, reveal the top card. I may destroy it. I will not destroy that. 1. I do control. No, 1, 2. Now I do. So now I can draw 2 cards. Discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2. 3 power. You know what? Maybe this one, actually. 3 power, and I control a weakness, so I can draw a card. 4 power and destroy that weakness. Now that's pretty good. 4 power and destroy the weakness, but it's not enough to get rid of Onimar Sin. So that's it. That's it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please don't be another villain. All right. Have to play this. One and draw a card. 2, look at the bottom, put it on top, or discard it. Uses Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Draw a card, and we'll calculate its power later. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can destroy a card over here. I kind of want to destroy Dream, but I think we might have a spot for him later. Yeah, that's it for now. It's nothing to destroy, but we do calculate Seal now for 6, 7 power. That's enough to get rid of Onimar Sin, which does end powerless, with these getting destroyed. Powerless going away. And now we get all the real power to take on Ultraman. Alright, new card comes out. We're getting pretty close to the end here. Look at the bottom card of our deck. We can put it on top. We will. X-Ray Vision. Look at this card. Let me put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Any one card, huh? I mean, Nth Metal is a great choice. So is Frankenstein, actually. Frankenstein it is. But that is 2 superpowers, so now we draw 2 cards. And Frankenstein comes in, so 2, 6. We get a card from the destroyed pile. We lost a lot of good ones. Who do we want back the most? Ooh, all these locations actually probably should get first priority. Yeah, we're going to go with some locations. So let's get Forge World back, because that's just 2 power per turn. That adds up quick. All right. So again, we're at 6 power for this turn. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Goodbye to Ultraman, leaving us with 3 power. Get us 2 weaknesses. We use one of that 3 power to gain a breakthrough, though. And I think that's how we have to end this turn. Oh, we have to get rid of Batman. With Batman, we'll replace him once again with Deathstroke, because I think that's just a really good combination. All right, we have Oblivion Bar to defend ourselves with. We'll see if we get anything in our hand, too. So far, we're doing a pretty good job at managing all of those extraneous weaknesses, be it through Breakthrough or the other destruction cards we have available to us. Our new crisis is Lost in Time. Each player removes all cards of cost 1 or greater in their discard pile from the game until this crisis is beaten. That's a lot of really, really good cards. So, that stays. We're going to be losing Batman pretty quick, I think. All right, so there's that. At the end of your turn, place all starters played at the bottom of your deck. Contribute 3 cards of cost 1 or 2. We only got 1 in our hand right now, so we'll see how that goes. Our new villain is Grid. Each player reveals and gains the top card of the main deck. Discard a number of cards equal to the cost of the card you gain this way. We're going to defend with Oblivion Bar by discarding Baby Darkseid. Well, you know what? Yeah, Baby Darkseid it is. No attack on us. We're going to give Multiverse Map to Lost in Time. We have to put a card out for the turn. And Power Channeling. Look at these 2 cards. That's 2 power. Neither one of them is really going to help us right now. But that is 2 power. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7 power. I mean, that's great. We are going to go ahead and get Detective Chimp for 2. We have 5 left over. We'll go ahead and get a breakthrough because we have all these weaknesses. We had to destroy or get rid of a bunch of breakthroughs. So our breakthrough to weakness ratio is way off now. New card comes out. So there's no cards of cost 1 or 2 in our hand. We'll use Nightmare Nurse, though, to destroy one of these weaknesses, which will get us 2 more victory points. 3, 4, 5. We'll freeze level 7 to get a victory point for that. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, triggering Wonder Woman to draw these 2 cards. And with that, we'll discard these 2. Put another anti-monitor tower down. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, we can destroy a card. That's another weakness destroyed. There's nothing out there of cost 1 or 2. So I'm going to buy a breakthrough. And that's it. That leaves us with 6 power. I guess we'll use the 6 power to get Carter Hall's Journal because that can be used in order to move through this deck quicker. So we're trying to do anything we can to move through this deck quickly, get any of the 1 or 2 cost cards we buy back out to give the Lost in Time. We've already got 1 card there. We have to wait for more to come out of the lineup, though. All right. So a card comes out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Definitely Fulcrum Abominus. That'll help us move through things very quickly. We'll have 3 left over, but nothing to spend it on. New card comes out. Another villain. Gotta play this weakness, but we will use Breakthrough on it. Boom. 2 power. 3, 4, 5. Reveal these 2 cards. That's not going to help me. But 6, 7, 8, 9 power. 10, 11, 12. So goodbye to this. Bringing us down to 8. We'll use that 8 to get level 7. Don't really need level 7, but it doesn't take up deck space. And we can afford it right now. New card comes out. We already know these aren't 1 or 2 cost cards because we just looked at them. Put a card on top of our deck. That'll be level 7. 3. Freeze this. Get a victory point. So we're going to go through some weird motions here to just try and get those 1 and 2 cards out. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll get Superman. And we'll get a Warcry. So again, just built really strong turns there. Gotta start using Wonder Woman's ability, actually. But I guess if we don't see a card of cost 1 or 2, it doesn't really make too much sense to rush too hard. We can max out on power, but what's that going to accomplish? Level 7 can hit the board. Power channeling to look at these 2 cards, put them back in any order. Neither one of them costs 2. So that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5. 6, look at these 3 cards. We'll discard all 3. 7, 8, goodbye to Carter Hall. And yeah, we'll get a victory point for that, I suppose. Whole point here is just to keep things clean and smooth. So, 2, draw 2 cards, and then 3, 4 power there. 5, 6, draw a card. That's 2 superpowers for Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. 6 power. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21. We've got a ton of power here. That's it though. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy any of that. I hope we don't lose to Lost in Time. I mean, I need cards that cost 1 or 2. 2, 4, 6, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, that's enough power to say I'm not doing anything again. New card coming out. Hey, Aquaman costs 2. Alright, so draw 2 cards. And that also comes with 2 power. Look at the next 2 cards. 3, 4. And that one costs 2 also, so that's good news. So that's 4 power. We're going to buy Aquaman. We now have 2 power, triggering Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We'll discard Iced Over and Superman. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 power. 5, 6, draw a card. 7, 8. Is there anything over here I can destroy? Or I don't think there's any 0 cost cards. No. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But unfortunately, we already emptied that. So 16, we'll use that. We'll get a Phantom Zone projector. Pretty good card. We're looking at a couple 2 cost cards here, so that's the good news. We need 3 of them. All right, power channeling. Look at these 2 cards. We will leave them in the order they're in. Oh, and they were 2 power. 3, 4, 5, freeze this, get a victory point. 6, 7, triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. 8, 9, 10, 14, buy escape, and move on. New card comes out. Wait, Detective Chimp, we've had that the whole time. We could have given up Detective Chimp a while ago. I was just playing it over and over again. Well, first off, Warcry, 2 power, look at this card. Oh, we're going to draw this card, I mean. So that's 2, 3, 4. We can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards now. We're going to discard 1, 2 cards. 5, 6. Destroy Baby Darkseid here. Get rid of this. Bring us down to 3 power. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Here's Detective Chimp. We're good. We're good. Shuffle everything up. Get ready for his next turn, which should be the end of Lost in Time. All right. Draw 2 cards. Look at the next 2 cards. That's 3 power. So 2, 5. That's 2 superpowers. So that's draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard. We'll discard. Phantom Zone Projector and Ankh Portal, right? No. Yeah, Ankh Portal. Okay, so we're at 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll give this up. That is 3 cards. That is the end of Lost in Time. These can all come back to my discard pile. 6, 7, we can destroy a card in our discard pile. We'll get rid of anything. Might not. I guess I don't really want. I'm kind of saving Dream for Exposed. But I don't know if we're going to see that. Let me get rid of Fair Play here. We're not going to be using that. Still at 7 power. 8, 9, 10, 11. Still leave that one frozen to get a victory point. And we can put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Definitely going to put a defense card there. Boom. All right. That's enough to get rid of Grid. All right. We're back on track. So Grid's gone. That's 2 weaknesses gained, but we've got a lot of stuff in here to take care of all of them. We have to lose Deathstroke, unfortunately. And we'll replace him with Zatanna this time. Haven't needed Batman because we only got a few weaknesses, so we're good. We've got here Phantom Zone Projector and Black Adam. That's good. Our new Crisis. The penalty is death. When you buy or gain a card, reveal the top card of the main deck. Destroy all cards bought or gained from the lineup this turn with that cost. Contribute 3 cards of cost 5. 3 cards of cost 5, okay. Ooh, each player destroys the highest cost hero in their hand and discard pile. Well, we're going to use Phantom Zone Projector. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may destroy a card in your discard pile. Goodbye to one of the weaknesses we just gained. New card comes out. We need cards that cost 5. Anything in our hand here? We've got Nightmare Nurse, but we're actually going to play that to destroy the other weakness we have. And now we don't have to worry about those so much. Boom. 2 more victory points there. We'll get a 5 and get rid of 3 of these ones. All right, that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll put this breakthrough on the bottom to draw a card via Zatanna. 9, 10. We'll use that 10 to get Mr. Terrific for its 5 power, obviously. And that's it. That's all we need. All right. Do we have enough here to draw? We do. All right, new card comes out. Oh, did this cost 5? It does not, so we don't lose Mr. Terrific, which is the good news there. We'll start with Warcry, 2 power, and I can draw a card. 2 power, draw a card, huh? It is Chlorokinesis, not a great card. But 2, 4 triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards. We'll discard Chlorokinesis, and we don't need a second breakthrough. Or, yeah, Chlorokinesis in the second breakthrough. That is 4 power. Here's Mecha Construct. 5, 6, look at the bottom. We will discard that. 7, 8 plus 4 is 12. Get rid of this, leaving us with 9. We'll get another victory point here. Nothing out there costs 5, so we're just going to keep moving. We got to start using Zatanna's ability a little more, I think. We're wasting time by not doing that. So Fulcrum Abominus, draw 2 cards, 2 power. Play this card. 3, 4, draw a card, and that triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. There's some really strong cards. 1, 2 cards discarded. We're going to have to give up Nightmare Nurse, I think. So that is 2 power. I'm going to put No, I've got enough other stuff. So 2, 4 power. We can destroy a card over here. I don't think we need super speed anymore. Yeah, we've got a lot of better ones, so that's gone. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Use that to get a victory point. 14 plus 4 is 18, and we can get a card from the destroyed pile. Anything that costs 5 would be nice. Carter Hall sounds nice too, but doesn't quite have it. We're going to get Tomb of Hath-Set for 2 power, because if we don't get to keep it, then we at least have another 5-cost card. We still have 18 power here, but there's nothing we're going to buy. There's not really a point when we don't have a 5-cost card. Alright, new card comes out. We got Mr. Terrific here, so we're going to contribute that. That's 3 cards of cost 5. That, sorry, wrong button, is the end of that crisis with 3 cards of cost 5 destroyed. So no more, the penalty is death. Forge World can come on out, and now we have 2 power. We're going to put Breakthrough on the bottom to draw a card via Zatanna. This is pretty much just for exposed. So we have 2, 4, 6. We won't be playing Dream. Do we want anything? We'll get Warcry. That's a good card. But that's all we need. That's it. New card comes out. Power Channeling. Look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order, huh? That is 3 power. 4, 5. Look at this card. We will discard it. That triggers Wonder Woman, though, to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So that's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That is the end of Power Ring. We have 7 power left over, which we will not use, I don't think. Yeah, I don't really see a reason. So, yeah, we're going to move on from there. You know what? We'll get Speed Force and T-Spheres. I'm just worried that we're going to have Psychic Static and the one that wants 4-cost cards. So I'm going to buy those 2 cards in anticipation of either one of those. Alright, so we get 2 weaknesses. We lose Zatanna, and we're going to get Deathstroke back, because I think we're going to do some destruction. We do have Oblivion Bar to defend, and we also have Phantom Zone Projector, which is even better to destroy one of the weaknesses we just got. Okay. Let's figure this out. We have almost last. We have 3 more crises. Looks like villains in control. Non-villain cards cannot be bought. Villains in the destroyed pile may be bought. Contribute 3 villains. That's too bad that we got rid of Baby Darkseid earlier. Would have been great for this. And Atomica. Each player discards all cards with cost 5 or greater. We're going to defend against that. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may destroy a card in your discard pile. Cannot play cards of cost 5 or greater. Now that is where the real threat comes in. So can't play this, can't play that, can only play these 2. Draw a card. Put a card on top of our deck. Is there any villains in here already? Black Adam. And 2 power. So that ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4 power, which we can use to get a villain. Any way we can get something strong? Maybe not useless? Lady Blackhawk looks pretty useful. Wish we had 5 for Onimar Sin. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think Lady Blackhawk's the way we're going to go. So Lady Blackhawk it is. And that's that. Get ready for our next turn. Can't play cards that cost 5 or greater still. New card comes out. You know what? That was actually supposed to come out last turn. So this card should come out now. So we cannot buy cards. So non-villain cards cannot be bought. So nothing in the lineup can be bought right now. So we can give Black Adam to this. That's our 1 of 3 villains. And then we can only play 2, 4 power, 5, 6 because of this. We can use that 6. Gotta have something here, right? Something good at cost 6. Onimar Sin. Perfect. Perfect. New card comes out. Reveal these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. They're fine as they are, and we'll get 4 power for them. Can't play that card. What am I talking about? Sorry about that. I can still do this, though. And then for that, we'll get 1. I can gain a weakness to get the 4 power. We will gain that weakness. 4 power. That's 2 played for Wonder Woman. You can discard cards. So we're at 4 power. 5, 6. 7, 8. Destroy the weakness we just got. And that triggers Deathstroke to draw another card. Gotta play this. 9, 10 when we destroy it, though. I can't play this. So 10 power is where we ended up here. That's enough to definitely get ourselves a copy of... Where is she? Joker's Daughter. And we get 3 left over. So we will get something of cost 3 just so... Oh, did we forget this? We didn't get that, so that's actually enough to get to 5, which is another copy of Onimar Sin, potentially. Is there another one in there? Because I did not copy Forge of Worlds, and there's another Onimar Sin, so that we are in luck. We are in luck. Gotta move through this deck quick, though. Put this up there. Look at the bottom card of our deck, put it on top, or discard it. We will discard you. Do it again. Look at the bottom. We will discard you. That's 2 superpowers. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards. And then discard 2 cards. 2, 4, 6 power. 7, 8, draw a card. 9, 10. Put a card on top of our deck. Well, maybe not yet. We're at 10. 11, 12. We can destroy a card. Yeah, I'm not going to destroy anything just in case we need it. So 12 power we'll use to buy something strong like Carter Hall. We have 5 left over, which we can use to get Baby Darkside here. Then play Carter Hall's Journal to put Baby Darkside right on top of my deck there. And be ready for next turn. New card comes out. I'm going to double that up. Here's Baby Darkside, so that's 2. 3, 4. I'm sorry, it's 2 power, I mean. 3, 4, Forge of Worlds. Can't play these cards. But with our 4 power, we can still buy a villain. And we'll make that villain another Lady Blackhawk, because we already established that she's pretty useful. Alright, we're getting there. New card comes out. It's a villain at least. Can't play, can't play. Here's a villain. That is 3 villains. So that would be the end of the crisis, except we still have Strigidae in play. Draw a card. That's 1 power here. 2, spend a victory point to get the 3, 4, 5, and Strigidae. Get a victory point for that. These are destroyed, ending villains in control. Alright, so that was 3 power here. We'll calculate this one at the end. We won't... Oh, I still can't because of Atomica play anything higher than that. So that's spent, and I can't use these. So that's just the end of that turn. Right? Because I had 3 power, spent it, but I still had this, which was 1 power. And with Forge of Worlds, that is 3 power. So I guess we could get a copy of Electrum, for instance. And we will. And we will. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of this. 6, 7. Do I have any weaknesses over here? Nope, we've done a pretty good job of destroying those. So with 7, we'll get both of these. Before we end that turn, actually, put those back. We're at 7 power, but we did play 2 here, so we can draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We gain a weakness, but that 10 is enough to beat Atomica, so she is gone, which gets us 2 more weaknesses, which means you lose Deathstroke, and we're going to go with Batman this time because there's a few weaknesses floating around. So that's 10 power. We spent it, but then we get this for 3 more power. Nothing I want to buy, though. We're just going to shuffle it all up. Just move those weaknesses throughout so they aren't just right on top of each other. Alright, we're getting down to the last 2. The main deck's getting a little low. So what we're facing up here is that Crisis 3 is the hardest one. There's no denying that. And Dark Knight's Metal is really strong. So those 2 things combined make for an interesting game. But add to it, Crisis 3 also has the smallest main deck cards, as well as Dark Knight's Metal having the small amount of main deck cards. So it's the smallest possible deck between a Crisis and a base set, and it's the most difficult one, but with some of the strongest cards. So it's a really interesting balance playing this setup. Alright, so we have Oblivion Bar if need be. And any defense cards in our hand? No. But we've got Oblivion Bar, so we should be okay. It is Exposed, which we knew was coming eventually, right? Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. We'll put 4, 2, 3, 4. Whenever a card of cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. There was one. Just one. Okay. Contribute 3 cards of cost 6 or greater. And then Felix Faust. Each player passes the highest cost. We're going to defend against this. That's what's going to happen. We're going to discard Lady Blackhawk to defend via Oblivion Bar, and we'll just start our turn. We'll start with Joker's Daughter drawing 2 cards. We're going to put Tomb of Hath set down. We're going to play Ankh Portal. It's 3 power. Dionysium is used to destroy this weakness. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We will discard both of these, giving both of these 6 or cost more cards, 2 exposed. Now we're just kind of waiting for Dream to come through, but we'll see what else comes up. So we did end up with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, which we'll use to get rid of Starro and get a victory point. All right. Have to play this weakness, which triggers Batman to look at this card. We will not destroy it. We didn't put a card out yet, did we? No, we did not. It is another villain. But here is Dream, so Exposed is technically over, but we have to beat the villains first. So there's that weakness. 3 power. 4, 5, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard these 2, I think. So with our 5 power, we'll destroy these 2, getting 2 victory points, which will end this crisis. No more Exposed. It's over. It's over. 2 power, reveal the top card of our deck. I may destroy it. I will not destroy that. All right, now we just need to get rid of Felix Faust. Look at the bottom card of your deck. You may put it on top of your deck or destroy it. We'll put that on top. That's 2. 6 and draw a card. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 more cards. And we have to discard 2 cards. So we'll discard Phantom Zone Projector and a Breakthrough. So 4, 5, 6. Draw 2 cards. 7, 8. Gotta play this weakness. So again, it's 2, 4, 8, 9, 10. 14, discard each weakness I control. Use 14 to get rid of Felix Faust. So you have 2 power, getting 2 weaknesses. Oh, that weakness should have triggered Batman. Look at this. We will not discard it. And we'll go ahead and get Deathstroke. So we're at 2 power. I can put a hero into my hand. A hero, a metal, or a villain, actually. Three, 4, destroy this weakness. 5, 6, destroy another weakness. Oh, the first time we destroyed a weakness triggered Deathstroke. 10, and I can put a card of my choice on top of my deck. So we still have 10 power. We'll get Dark Multiversed, leaving us with 5 power, which we'll use. Will we use it? Maybe, we'll get Batmanium, but I don't know what we're going to do with it, really. All right, that's a great setup because we have the card of our choice here. Let's figure out what this next villain, well, we know what the last villain is, but the next crisis is Trinity War. I should have known this one was coming. At the start of your turn, add a card to the lineup that matches the cost of a card that's already in the lineup, from your hand to the lineup. So there's a bunch of 2 and 3 cost cards out there. We have to put a 2 or 3 each turn. Contribute 4 cards of cost of 3. Then Crisis Mazah. At the start of your turn, discard a random card from your hand. Let's get the old notepad for this. He costs 1 more for each card of that type in the lineup and destroyed pile. So it's a hero. So, since it's a hero, he's going to cost, this turn, 14, 15, 16, and 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 power. So it's not terrible. I'm just going to write that down and remember it. It's doable, but it can be difficult, especially with only 4 cards. And we're going to give 2 cards to this Crisis right away. We have to add a card for the turn also. We have 2 power from Forge of Worlds. Plus 3 gets us to 5. We'll use that 5 to get some 3-cost cards. So we'll get Fair Play. I won't play this card from my hand. We'll move on to the next turn. New card comes out. We have to discard a card from our hand. It'll be this one. It is a hero again. So again, he is the same, right? Yeah, it should be 29 again. Nothing changed in that aspect. So we can... Oh, we didn't add a card to the lineup last turn. We would have added T-Spheres because it costs 4. And then, yeah, because we didn't play T-Spheres on purpose. Okay. So we're going to give... We have to add a card, don't we? So we're going to add Breakthrough. We're going to give Speed Force to this. Or do we want to do something else? Is there a 5 out there? There is a 5, so we'll add Onimar Sin. Nah, yeah, we'll add Onimar Sin. Give Breakthrough here, so that's 4 cards of cost 3. Then we will use 2 power from Forge of Worlds, 6 power with Frankenstein, getting rid of this, beating our final Crisis. So these are all destroyed. We have 1 power, and we can get a card from the destroyed pile. But the destroyed pile is open to us as long as Crisis Mazah is out. So that's the good news. So we're at 1 power. We get something from the destroyed pile. Let's get something useful. Something that gives us a lot of power. We'll get Wonder Woman. She's going to get us a lot of power. A lot of it. For 3 VP. There she goes. Great. Great, great, great. All right, next turn. New card comes out. We have to destroy something or discard something in our hand. It is a weakness. That means he costs 14 this turn, which is basically nothing. So let's get on that. We have 2 power because of Forge of Worlds. We can look at the bottom card of our deck, put it on top of our deck, or discard it. We will put that on top of our deck. 4, 5, 6, and then let's draw a card. That triggers Wonder Woman to draw 2 more cards, and we will discard 2 cards. Discard 1, 2 cards. You know what? No, get X-Ray Vision back. Discard Breakthrough and Mecha Constructs. So we're still at 6. Play this card. 7, 8. Reveal these cards. 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. And we can discard this. You know what? How many weaknesses do we have over here? We have 1, 2, 3. We're going to discard Antenna to get the 16 power and end this game. At 16 power, we only needed 14 to end it, and we did it. I could have gone further, obviously. I could have done my part to destroy more weaknesses and stuff, but I just want to take the victory, get a higher main deck score than I would have gotten in that other instance, and move on. So, if you're just joining us or if you're watching this later, this is for the Solo Crisis League. This is Season 7, Round 5. I did terrible my first attempt, and this one we did much better. Still a pretty low main deck score, but we'll deal with that. We got the win, which is what's most important. We didn't get bogged down by City Destroyed or a combination of the Atom and Permanent Eclipse. Awful, awful combination. So, if you like the league, if you like the videos, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can support that just by continuing to watch and play. Really do appreciate it every single time. If you're interested in other ways, you can check out the... Oh, wait, is my audio not working? Okay, my audio is working. That panicked for a moment. There's been a whole night of technical difficulties, so that's not what I needed. But anyway, as I was saying, yes, you can support the league by watching and playing. Yes, you can check out the Etsy store where you can get things like the league mat or the sticker or the pin. In those things, you can also find those things in the Patreon. Patreon gets you all sorts of rewards like the sticker and the pin, also gets you mid-round results, special sneak peeks at upcoming rounds, and thank yous in the videos. Today we're thanking Mathy Noodles. Mathy Noodles is a member of the Solo Champions League. That is the same thing as the Solo Crisis League essentially, but there we use Marvel Champions, and also we're measuring all sorts of different things there. It's a lot of fun, check it out, and Mathy Noodles is a really active member there, so say hi to them too. And then we got Ortsiv. Ortsiv is another member of the Solo Champions League. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really glad you're all enjoying yourself, and I hope you continue to do so. This is all I've really got for tonight. I've had enough technical difficulties to fill my night, but man, we got the victory. Crisis Misawa was beat super easily, and that's all I can ask for. Thank you for watching, and you have a good night.